All right, please stand and join me in the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Call the meeting to order at 6 p.m. Can I get a roll call?
Michael Cashman.
Present.
Thomas Wood.
Here.
Barbara Hebert.
Here.
Charles Costick.
Here.
Dana Isabella.
Here.
James Coffey.
Here.
And I am present.
Perfect. Is there anyone seeking to provide public comment? Seeing none, we'll move forward. Excuse me. Two things that I just wanted to say ever so briefly. The Battlefield Memorial Gateway Project is making great strides with the public fundraising campaign. Some more information will be coming out, but just want to kind of circulate that out there. If people haven't seen it, just as a reminder, you can go to YouTube and see a campaign video as well as kind of a virtual tour. The Clinton County American Legion group is doing a tremendous job, doing outreach and having some public engagement. And then internally here in the family, I think it's always nice to recognize a colleague from time to time. I want to congratulate one of our own colleagues, the newest Paul Harris Fellow of Rotary. Dana received that recognition, and it certainly is a very distinguished. Tonight is what I would refer to as a hybrid meeting. It traditionally is a work session. But we are not meeting next week as it is the 4th of July. So this evening we do have a handful of resolutions to be read and considered to the record. So we'll start with 155, the abstract.
Resolved that the abstract of audited claims number 6C-24 for $72,769.48. Abstract 6C-24 prepays to the amount of $596.70. Be received as reviewed by the audit committee, and the supervisor is hereby authorized to pay said abstract.
Is there a motion?
So moved.
Hebert, is there a second?
Second.
Well, yep. Hold on for 1 second. Did you get the updated one?
I don't know. I only have this one.
We may go back to this. I just want to make sure because
I don't know this one.
Which one do you not
Is there
have?
a change in the number?
Pat needed to make an adjustment.
Okay.
If we can pause this one, I just want to make sure that the numbers are correct on that. Can we go to resolution 156?
Declaration of July as the official Michigan month. Whereas regional food icons are an integral part of community, economy, and culture, and whereas similar to our neighbors that are known for such delicacies as poutine, garbage plates, coney dogs, and buffalo wings, and whereas Plattsburgh in our corner of the North Country is known for the Michigan dog, and whereas the Michigan is a delicious hot dog served in a split-top bun topped with a specially seasoned meat sauce served with or without mustard and onions, and whereas the Michigan has been an iconic food landmark and local favorite for more than 90 years, and whereas the town of Plattsburgh is the home of Michigan, with the highest concentration of Michigan restaurants, which have been staples in the community for decades. And whereas July 17th is National Hot Dog Day, and Americans consume over 150 million hot dogs on Independence Day. And whereas the Michigan is forever buried in regional culture. Now therefore be it resolved that the town board does hereby declare the month of July Michigan month in the town of Plattsburgh.
Is there a motion?
So moved.
Isabella, is there a second?
Second.
I'll second. Any discussion? Seeing none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Perfect. This will be presented on July 1st, and the t-shirt this year is super cute. You're all gonna love it. All right, so going back to resolution 155, because of that holiday, there was an adjustment. The auditing team did see this, but the numbers are reflected as $73,244.43 and $9,706.03. So I wanted to make sure that that was correct and voted on appropriately so checks can be cut. Is there any objection? All right, so Ms. Hebert, you made the initial motion, the second.
Isabella.
Dana, any discussion? All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Resolution carries. Thank you. Knew there was something off there. Okay. Resolution 157, appointment.
Just throw resolutions around.
It's like the numbers.
Resolution 157, appointment of Thomas Ketchum as automotive mechanic in the highway department.
Whereas a vacancy exists in the town of Plattsburgh Highway Department for an automotive mechanic, and whereas the job has been posted and all applications for said position have been reviewed by Greg Brunel, Highway Superintendent, as per the union contract, and whereas the Highway Superintendent recommends that Thomas Ketchum be appointed to said position, now therefore be it resolved that the town board of the town of Plattsburgh does hereby authorize the hiring and appointment of Mr. Ketchum to the vacant position of automotive mechanic at an hourly rate of $26.68, as indicated by the current Teamsters agreement, and a copy be given to civil service for their final review and approval. Be it further resolved that this appointment will become effective July 8th of 2024, and following the civil service final approval, and the supervisor is hereby authorized to sign all necessary documents for the appointment of Mr. Ketchum to the position of automotive mechanic in the highway department, with a probation period not to exceed 12 months. It is further resolved that a copy of this resolution be given to the finance manager, highway superintendent, and also be placed in Mr. Ketchum's personnel file.
Is there a motion?
So moved.
I'll take this for a second.
Second.
Keeper, any discussion? Seeing none. Can I get a roll call, please?
Thomas Wood,
Yes.
Barbara Hebert,
Yes.
Charles Costick,
Yes.
Dana Isabella,
Yes.
Michael Cashman.
Yes, resolution does carry. Thank you. I will let our superintendent know. Resolution 158, resolution approving the terms and conditions of the payment in lieu of tax agreement to be entered into between Clinton County Industrial Development Agency, the agency, and Schluter Systems LP in connection with the Schluter Systems LP project being undertaken by the agency.
Be it enacted that the town board of the town of Plattsburgh, New York, known as the school district, as follows. Whereas pursuant to Title I of Article 18-A of the General Municipal Law of the State of New York as amended, and Chapter 225 of the laws of 1971 of the State of New York as amended, codified as Section 895-F of said General Municipal Law, referred to as, the county legislature of Clinton County, New York, has heretofore appointed the chairperson and members of County of Clinton Industrial Development Agency, and has duly caused to be filed in the office of the Secretary of State of the State of New York the certificates required by Section 856 of the Act. And whereas the agency is in the process of undertaking a project for the benefit of Schluter Systems LP, a limited partnership organized and existing under the laws of the State of New York, which project consists of the following. 1, the acquisition of a leasehold interest in an approximately 43.3 acre parcel of land located at 26 Irish Settlement Road in the town of Plattsburgh, Clinton County, New York. 2, the construction on the land of an approximately 433,800 square foot manufacturing and warehousing facility. And 3, the acquisition and installation therein and thereon of related fixtures, machinery, equipment, and other tangible personal property. All of the foregoing to be owned and operated by the company as a manufacturing and warehousing facility, and other directly and indirectly related activities. B, the granting of certain financial assistance with respect to the foregoing, including potential exemptions from certain sales and use taxes, real property transfer taxes, and mortgage recording taxes. And C, the lease or sale of the project facility to the company or such other person as may be designated by a company and agreed upon by the agency, pursuant to which 1, the company will agree to A, cause the project to be undertaken and completed, B, as agent of the agency to undertake and complete the project, and C, to pay as rent thereunder the agency's administrative fee with respect to the project, together with the agency's expenses relating thereto. And 2, the agency will A, agree to undertake the project, B, appoint the company as agent of the agency to undertake and complete the project, and C, agree to lease the project facility to the company, and D, grant the company certain options to acquire the project facility from the agency. And whereas the town, the Peru Central School District, and Clinton County can constitute all of the affected tax jurisdictions with respect to the project facility. And whereas to effectuate a real property tax exemption with respect to the project facility by reason of the involvement of the agency with the project, A, the company and the agency will execute and deliver a payment in lieu of tax agreement by and between the company and the agency pursuant to which the company will agree to pay certain payments in lieu of taxes with respect to the project facility to the county treasurer of Clinton County for distribution to the affected tax jurisdictions. And B, the agency will file with the appropriate distribution to the affected tax jurisdictions. And B, the agency will file with the appropriate assessor or assessors having jurisdiction over the project facility and mail to Chief Executive Officer of each of the affected tax jurisdictions a copy of a New York State Board of Real Property Services form, RP-412-A, relating to the project facility and the payment in lieu of tax agreement. And whereas the school district has indicated to the agency that it does not wish to receive any of the pilot payments applicable to the school district under the payment in lieu of tax agreement. And whereas a result of discussions had by the school district with the company, the school district desires to enter into a host community agreement with the company pursuant to which the company will agree to pay certain host community payments to the school district in lieu of making payments to the school district under to the payment in lieu of tax agreement. And whereas section 858, part 15 of the act provides that unless otherwise agreed in writing by the affected tax jurisdictions, all payments in lieu of taxes payable under the payment in lieu of tax agreement must be allocated among the affected tax jurisdictions in the same proportions to the amount of real property tax and other taxes which would have been received by each affected tax jurisdiction had the project facility not been tax exempt due to the status of the agency. And whereas a result of the district request and for purposes of compliance with section 858, part 15 of the act, the agency and affected tax jurisdictions desire that the town approve an allocation of the pilot payments payable under the payment in lieu of tax agreement. Now therefore be it resolved by the town board of the town of Plattsburgh as follows. Section 1, for the purpose of satisfying the requirements contained in section 858, part 15 of the New York State General Municipal Law and the requirements, if any, contained in the agency's uniform tax exemption policy, the town hereby approves the terms and conditions of the payment in lieu of tax agreement, including but not limited to the terms of the distribution and allocation of payments under the payment in lieu of tax agreement thereunder, including no payments being made to the school district by the company thereunder. Section 2, this resolution shall take effect immediately.
All right, is there a motion?
So moved.
Hebert, is there a second?
Second.
Ms. Bellin, any discussion? Seeing none,
Yes, sir.
yes?
Does this have to go before planning?
No.
So we don't have any say in how it's done? And
Of what's
any, if there needs to be, height things or something?
Those are two completely separate things. This is only in payment in lieu of taxes. If a building is not permitted to be a certain size, a certain height, meet environmental standards, what have you, this has no precedent or connection to that type of stuff. This doesn't trump
But we
any
have
of
nothing
them.
to do with that in the town of Plattsburgh. It's all gonna be handled by the IDA.
That is incorrect.
So who is it handled by?
Any of the stuff that is permanent in jurisdiction and land use and codes and zoning and stuff falls under the town of Plattsburgh.
Okay, so once this is supposedly built and everything, then it's going to be purchased by the company?
I can't speak to that portion of it, Tom, as I had previously stated to you.
I think this is just like any other building, we have total control over it. This just is a technical, we're addressing a technical matter where we're saying the Crew School District would prefer to get money under a host or this community agreement, host community agreement, and we're agreeing that that's a part of the New York State law, that we have to agree to that and able to do that.
Yeah, I will give you only the slightest of a similar example, and it is not apple to apple, so I will fully acknowledge that. The Development Corporation actually owns the Mediska building down there, okay? So TDC, when that building was being built, still needed to meet every town code and zoning and various things And then when they rent it, that they're renting it to Mediska, now that Mediska is in that facility, they still need to meet every rule and regulation that would, fall within the jurisdiction of the town of Plattsburgh. So that doesn't change it. Their leasing agreement, is beyond the purview of this board. The form and functionality of what they're doing, there could be things that would be impacted at the appropriate level.
And the payment through taxes and pilot, it's not within our jurisdiction either.
Say that again?
The pilot is under the jurisdiction of the county.
Right, they're facilitating it with the Clinton County IDA agency. This specifically is in relationship to the school's request to have a host community agreement. So by doing this basically is an allowance of that as a deviation, but it provides the school district a tool and resource of which the school is seeking. So it's providing them what the school district is looking for, so.
The school wants the community agreement,
Right.
not the pilot.
I understand, and if that was not the case, then we wouldn't have any say in it at all.
As it's being presented now.
Not in favor of pilots,
Sure. All right, I do need to ask for a roll call vote.
Thomas Wood,
no,
Barbara Hebert,
Yes.
Charles Costick,
Yes.
Dana Isabella,
Yeah.
Michael Cashman,
Yes, resolution carries, thank you very much. Resolution 159, performance of contract between Will Evans and the town of Plattsburgh.
whereas the town of Plattsburgh recognizes the importance and value of special events in promoting community engagement, and whereas the town of Plattsburgh Recreation Department is requesting to have Will Evans perform a concert at Keeville Recreation Park on July 15th of 2024, which will be free to the public. Therefore be it resolved that the supervisor is authorized to sign all the necessary documents for said short-term performance contract with Will Evans and Golden Gate Talent Agency, and be further resolved that a copy of this resolution is given to the Recreation Department and the Finance Manager.
Is there a motion?
so
Wood. Is there a second?
Second.
Any discussion? Seeing none? All's in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Resolution carries. Thank you. All right, couple things. Is there anyone seeking to provide any committee reports? Anyone? Still in place? Okay. I do know the need to have a brief executive session regarding the work history of 3 specific individuals. Is there any motion to that effect?
Supervisor Cashman, can I add an additional
Yeah.
employment history, please?
Yep. How many?
Just one. Thank you.
Okay. So it's 4. Okay.
4 individuals?
4 individuals. Okay. Is there a motion?
So moved.
Is there a second?
Second.
Isabella. Can I get a roll call, please?
Thomas Wood,
Yes.
Barbara Hebert,
Yes.
Charles Costick,
Yes.
Dana Isabella,
Yeah.
Michael Cashman.
Yes. I don't know the other thing for the executive. Is there any formal action to follow you, right?
No.
Okay, no formal action to follow. We will enter executive session at 6:18 p.m. And Katie, could you do me a favor, if relates to that?
Yeah, I'm just gonna, yes, I'm gonna fix it and then I'll update it.
Okay, can you slide it under my door?
Sure.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Yep, I just want my name on it, not just really vague, I don't want
I hear you.
to have my name on it.
I hear you.